Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Insight Made Easy. Have you ever wondered how airports actually make revenue? We all know how airlines do, but what about airport? If yes, in this video we shall discuss how do airports make money. Basically, there are two ways in which an airport makes revenue. Number one, aeronautical means, and number two, non-aeronautical means. So aeronautical fees basically includes all the traditional and core activities which are related to an airplane, which could be landing fees, parking of an aircraft, noise charges of aircraft, and even more which I've just mentioned here. I will talk about all of these in very brief. The first one is landing fees. Landing fees is the charge an airline company pays to the airport for landing its aircraft. As we know, certain airports are quite busy and certain airports are barely even used. So in such a difference, the airport which is busier will have higher landing fees and the one which is not will have a lower landing fees. As we know, if the demand increases, so does the price. So if there are a lot of planes which want to arrive at a particular time, but due to the shortage of landing slots, the price of the landing slots increases. And due to this increase in the price of the landing slot, the airports generate a lot of revenue. And that is why, if you've observed while booking a ticket, at different time of the day for the same destination, there is a change in price of the ticket. Just like we have to pay parking fees to the airport, the airlines also have to pay parking fees to the airport authorities for parking their aircraft at the airport. There are certain airports which also provide perks like 2 hours of free parking, and after which they start charging. We all know that airplanes emit a lot of noise, and for this the airport authorities impose a noise charge on them. The heavier the aircraft, more the noise, and hence more the noise charge on them. While traveling through air, we must have gone through security check. Now this is done by the airport authorities on behalf of airlines. Since it is done on behalf of them, the airlines have to pay security charges to the airport authorities so that the safety and security of co-passengers of the airline is ensured. Now look at the non-aeronautical means of revenue generation for the airports. This includes car parking, retails, advertising, food and beverages, and various other sources. According to a survey, it was clearly stated that 70% of the airports around the world are not able to generate profits. In that scenario, more and more airports are trying to use non-aeronautical means to increase their revenue and gain profit. If you go by this representation, it clearly says that the retail and car parking account to 50% of the non-aeronautical revenue generated. A lot of times when you go to see off your friends or family, or you yourself travel, then you park your vehicle at the airport, for which you pay a parking fees. Now this is a major source, or rather a significant source of revenue for the airports. The next major source is retails. If you go into an airport, you will see there are so many stores which are duty free. There are a lot of saloons, there are a lot of stores which sell you bags, art, craft items, and various other things. It is basically like a mini mall. So this adds to a major source of revenue for an airport. You must have surely seen a lot of hoardings and virtual advertisements in airport. So this also accounts to a good proportion of the revenue which an airport generates. There are basically three business models of an airport: single till, double till, hybrid till. Single till is when the airport charges are calculated by adding up both aeronautical and non-aeronautical expenses. Double till is when aeronautical revenue is calculated on the basis of aeronautical charges and non-aeronautical revenue on the basis of non-aeronautical charges. Hybrid till is when aeronautical expenses plus 30% of non-aeronautical expenses accounts to airport charges. Out of all these three, single till is the most beneficial for a person traveling by aircraft, as it is cheaper compared to the other two models of business for an airport. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked our video, and if there are any suggestions on how we can improve further, please tell us in the comment box, and don't forget to like, share.